I need to get more.
You do
Really only to
be.
promote my shows. That's really why I'm on social
You know
media.
where you do it the best at? TikTok.
Yeah, and I know.
Okay?
I know.
Once TikTok leaves, these companies and these businesses are going to start seeing how much it hurts.
The economy's gone.
All the trends come from TikTok. All the music songs blow up from TikTok. New celebrities and people come from TikTok. People like Keith Lee. I know you heard of Keith Lee, black dude with the restaurant business. He's, all this is TikTok. It's not from Twitter. Instagram not doing shit. Or X.
Instagram doing a lot too. They're not doing TikTok.
They're not doing
They
TikTok.
copy TikTok.
They
so
copy
now
TikTok.
they're doing more because they copy
So
TikTok.
y'all don't care that they're making all of this money off of us and taking all of our data and
Facebook did it.
and
Facebook got sued for it. Did America do anything?
Take my shit. What they gonna
No.
do? What they gonna?
Amer-
What's the worst thing it can do with it? I say that, and then they go crazy.
America-
What's the worst that can happen?
America did it. America did it to us.
They did
See,
it.
that's
And nobody cares, but because it's a Chinese company, all of a sudden it's an issue.
yeah.
Make it make sense.
I don't think any of that is the issue. I think the issue is that they don't pay any money here.
But you know what? The thing I hate about it is that their TikTok, their version versus our version. Their version are teaching their kids.
So wholesome.
Whereas like it's raising the kids better than what they're doing. It's like with the food industry.
Yeah.
Where it's like they make two versions of food and give us over here the bad version and the healthy version overseas. It's like,
Yeah.
why
go
are we?
overseas?
Why? This is
crazy.
America. This is the greatest country in the world. Why are we?
I don't think it's
Why are you
because
allowing
people
that?
are saying, oh, the data leak, da-da-da-da. They've been doing that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's it at all. That's a front. We are getting educated from TikTok, and they don't like that.
And it's not the right education though.
It's not the right education, but sometimes we're getting educated on different political topics. We're getting educated on wars that are happening right now. We're starting boycotts over these wars, and the government hates that because that's money, that's the economy. And so what do? Oh, they're leaking our data. Our data has been leaked, but y'all are just mad because we're getting educated on certain topics that you don't want us to be educated about. We're learning
And
about
TikTok
holistic
is new
medicine.
media.
And it's
Social
cutting.
media. Social
And-
media is new media.
I'll tell you another thing, and it's cutting into big business. TikTok Shop did better than Amazon Prime
Yeah.
in the past few years.
Right.
Bezos
TikTok has a shop.
not. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. TikTok. People are buying. People were doing more Christmas shopping on TikTok Shop than they were doing on Amazon. Bezos not fucking with that.
Yeah.
You know who else not fucking with that? Trump ain't fucking with that. Them his homies. You can't let that happen. So when you have a company that come and like Brandon said, they're not paying anything,
not paying.
which means everybody's making all of this money off of TikTok except government and America and stuff like that. So it becomes a big issue. And they
Do you
gotta
not
go.
think we have enough money?
I
government?
mean,
You don't think we have
listen. I'm pro TikTok all day long.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
I
do you
need
think?
it.
Do you think the
I want
government...
TikTok out of here.
He hates it, and it pisses me off, man.
I can take it and leave it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
I
sure.
can't wait for TikTok to be
You go on there if you
I've
started.
used it a couple of times. I have an account.
But if you started posting on TikTok and really start doing your shit on TikTok and see the reach that it has and what it'll do for you, you'll be like, yeah, I need this. This is way better than what I've been using.
Yeah, I need to expand.
It's easier to use. It's for the everyday person.
Let me get these last couple of days in.
Get your last go live. Go live on there for them last couple of days. Hey, I'm Dr. I'm going live. TikTok up out of here, but I'm gonna see what I can do for that and watch what happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. Anywho, God, give it to us. Okay? You've been in the industry for some time. How many years?
Going on 30. It'll be 33 this year.
33?
Yeah.
I thought you was only like 41.
No, I'm 56, man.
56?
I just turned 56.
Happy birthday.
Wait,
Thank you.
so
12.
so we want to dive into you. So
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
how-
pause. You gotta say no Diddy after that.
Oh, Diddy. Yes. Zooks.
Yeah, that's what Wendy Williams
We'll
said.
dive into
Diddy,
you.
yeah.
That's another topic.
I need a full time out.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, the journey. I know it. Well, from my perspective, a lot of it started from your Fat Tuesdays.
Oh no, sorry, way before that.
But just give me the journey of like how you got to that point.
Well, like I said earlier, I started as a PA in this business. I moved out to LA in '92 just to kind of like finish school, and then got bit by the comedy bug. You know, my older brother Joe was already doing comedy. He's already been on Def Comedy Jam. So you know, and I've always followed my older siblings' footsteps, whatever they did.
Are you youngest?
Yeah, no, I'm 5 of 6. Have a little sister.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, so just started doing. You know, I was a PA on the Martin Show, doing extra work, background work.
How was that too?
It was good. It was because I learned a lot, huh?
On that show specifically, how was it being a PA?
Oh, it was great. One of the greatest jobs I had, I say, because I learned the industry by being a production assistant. For those who don't know what a PA is, production assistant. So I would do all the errands that nobody else wanted to do.
Yeah.
Right. But I was always funny. I was always cracking jokes on everybody. So the writers would come out of the writers' room to get jokes from me to put in the script. And I'm like, I'm kind of doing punch up without getting paid.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a writer's assistant who was working on a spec script at the time, and he kept, saying, giving me the script. Is this funny? I said, no, it ain't funny. I said, say this, and then I said, let's write a script together. So we ended up writing an episode of Martin together, which is what people tell me one of the funniest episodes. But that's how I started. But then a stand-up career started taking off. Did Def Comedy Jam, and I had a decision to make: either continue to be a PA, or just dive into stand-up, full time. And that's what I did. I dove into stand-up after I wrote the script of Martin, and then I never really looked back. I did some writing along the way still, but it was stand-up that brought me to the dance. A girl that brought me to the dance, and then Fat Tuesdays was the comedy night I created that really was a showcase to showcase black comedians who weren't getting a shot to be showcased, but it also showcased myself as well. So a lot of TV shows and big movies by being seen at Fat Tuesdays. American History X, which was the one that kind of like showed Hollywood I can be dramatic. I think that's where I got bit by the dramatic bug. Is, going toe to toe with Ed Norton, and that was an experience.
Yeah, give me that experience. How was that? Because was that your first dramatic role?
Yes.
And did he?
Yes.
And was there any sort of intimidation when you're going up against someone?
I didn't know who he was.
Right? You know, okay.
I didn't know who the fuck Ed Norton was before I did the we did the table read because I hadn't seen Primal Fear. The only thing he had done was Primal Fear.
Right.
And then we did the table read. It was like I thought it was just a normal table read. Oh, I can read the script. And it was Beverly DeAngelis was there and Stacy Keach and Ed Norton and Ed Furlong, and so we're doing the table read, and then I get a text on my little pager, call my manager and say I booked the film. I'm like, okay. And it's funny because I booked the pilot, like my first sitcom. I booked the pilot as well. So we shot the pilot, ended at like 2 a.m.
Oh wow.
It's called Good News. It was on UPN. And then I had to be on set for American Stretch the next morning at 6 a.m.
No sleep.
And that's two different to go from sitcom
to super comedy to super dramatic.
Super
dramatic.
It's shifting gears all the way.
TV and film alone. I mean, sitcoms are big and broad, and then films is subtleties. So to go, and then that was a very dark film, American History X. So, that was a big like mind switch. But God got me through it, and that was a movie that kind of like introduced me to Hollywood as an actor. And then, Fat Tuesdays, and then just really started, progressing from there. And just I like the dramatic stuff. I love doing comedies, but the dramatic stuff is what and being a bad guy. I love being a bad guy.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite roles that you've played?
I would say it was an independent movie, to be honest. It was George Stubbs did an independent movie. It was called, what's the name of that movie? It wasn't Her Last Day, and that's Russ Parr. It was, I can't remember. J.B. Smoove was in it.
Oh, J.B.
Darren Henson was in it. Richard Lawson was in it. I played a comedian. No, wait a minute, hold on. I'm mixing movies now.
There's so many.
Just running
I got nominated for both at the
so
ABFF,
yeah.
American Black Film Festival, Best Actor, but I didn't win.
But like, who's one of your favorite castmates that like to work with or that you've worked with so far?
Oh man, Eddie Murphy in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Eddie Murphy in life because first of all, and Martin. I started as a PA on the Martin show, and then to be in a movie, and then Bernie Mac was in life, and I was on tour with the Kings of Comedy tour at the same time. I was shooting live, so that was with Bernie, like 7 days a week.
That was probably the most fun set to ever.
It was, man, and I'll tell you why. Eddie Murphy set the tone from day one. He came on the set day one. I told the director, let them go. Let them improv, let them do what they want. And to have somebody like that, he said, let them go. I told the director, let us go. Let's have fun. and that was a period piece. So to let us have fun on a period piece to be trusted, because I studied the period. I studied the 30s, late 30s, and the 40s. I studied all the slang from back then.
Yeah.
And because if you're gonna ad lib, you got to ad lib slang that's
Correctly.
period.
Yeah.
I looked at a bunch of movies from that. I listened to a bunch of music from that era. So for Eddie Murphy to trust us like that, it made the set fun.
Yeah.
Unlike the movie The Animal I did with Rob Schneider, it made the set terrible.
Is that like you
remember that one.
typically prepare for films in that way, like where you're studying?
Yeah, when you're doing a period piece, you got to
Studying,
immerse
really,
yourself.
You really study those characters.
Yeah, I had to study, a Southern dialect and even it's funny because I remember doing the baseball scene. There was two background artists. I don't like calling them extras.
Yeah.
Background artists who was high fiving, and I saw it, and I told the director because directors shouldn't direct, actors shouldn't direct other actors, and I said they just high five. That's not period.
No, they weren't doing that.
They weren't high fiving in the 40s. It was this, So it's you got to pay attention to those things
I never knew that.
yeah, but that's why you got to study. You got to study, immerse yourself in that era, and let it become
Have you seen Life? Oh my gosh.
Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence.
She
It was a good movie.
one of the best comedy films
I've only seen it twice.
of what?
I've only seen it twice.
Okay, so
I only seen most of my movies.
So
twice.
being in Life, in a film like that with so many comedians, where you are, and then having the ability to improv, go
They
free.
gave you freedom.
Were there moments where everyone was trying to top
No.
one another or be funnier or
No,
break you in
that's-
character? No.
No, and that's the beauty of it, man. I mean, I felt like I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to, fit in. We were all. No one was competing. Everyone played their role because you had. Eddie Murphy, of course. You can't compete with Eddie Murphy.
There's no
Martin,
competition.
Martin is another one of my mentors, and but he was even a little in awe of
Eddie.
And then Bernie was just Bernie,
Bernie don't give a care. Bernie
was
gonna do what he
Bernie.
gonna do.
But Bernie played his role too, the dramatic parts that Bernie had in life. And then Miguel Nunez was not a stand-up, who could do stand-up if he wanted to, but he's a very
funny.
great
He was
comedic
funny,
actor.
yep.
He played his position. Anthony Anderson,
yeah.
everybody played their position in the movie, and a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Was there a moment in that film specifically where it's like, okay, was there a challenging scene in that film? Which I probably wasn't because everybody was able to do what they want to do. But was there a moment
Right.
for you specifically where it was like,
I say this in a few interviews, and I say this.